Today, Zhang Wenbin lies on the ground, his limbs severed, his body covered in sword marks, and his tattered clothes stained with blood. He is on the verge of death. However, Su Yu's heart shows no pity. His face is cold as he looks at the scene before him, devoid of any mercy. Such a treacherous and evil villain does not deserve to live. Su Linger stands behind Su Yu, covering her eyes with her hands, unable to look at the blood-soaked figure. Su Yu takes a few steps forward and pulls out the piece of cloth from Zhang Wenbin's mouth. Blood gushes out instantly. Zhang Wenbin tries to scream, but the sound is stifled in his throat, only a hoarse whisper escapes. At this moment, fear fills Zhang Wenbin's eyes, and his heart trembles. Su Yu's cold face looms over him like a demon. Su Yu squats down, looking at Zhang Wenbin, who is on the brink of death, and a sense of satisfaction fills his heart. He says sternly, "Rest assured, not just you, but the entire Zhang family will join you in death." As he finishes speaking, he thrusts the sharp sword into Zhang Wenbin's heart. Thud! The sword pierces his heart, and a large amount of blood spurts out. Zhang Wenbin's face contorts in pain, his eyes wide open in disbelief. He could never have imagined that he would die at the hands of Su Yu. In the next moment, he collapses like a pile of mud, lifeless. Su Yu's heart remains unmoved, a look of satisfaction flashes in his eyes. He has finally avenged himself. Ah! Su Linger can no longer bear the sight. She feels a wave of nausea and runs to the side to retch. Ah! But Su Yu is no stranger to such scenes. Having fought beasts for years, he has seen worse. He feels no difference between killing a beast and killing a human. After killing Zhang Wenbin, Su Yu does not linger but quickly gathers the scattered pieces of Zhang Wenbin's limbs. He then stores them in a storage ring, planning to throw them into the 10,000 Beast Mountain the next day for the beasts to devour. This way, he can not only cover his tracks but also shift the blame to the beasts in the 10,000 Beast Mountain. In everyone's eyes, Su Yu is just a waste of space, and no one would suspect him. The Zhang family will not immediately raise a ruckus. They will only think that Zhang Wenbin has been neglecting his duties and staying away from home. However, his prolonged absence will eventually draw their attention. Su Yu believes that the critical moment will be after the arrival of the Crimson Sky Sect. A behemoth like the Crimson Sky Sect entering Kanglan City to select disciples will undoubtedly make the two major families focus their attention, leaving them with no time to worry about Zhang Wenbin. After doing all this, Su Yu walks over to Su Linger and gently pats her back without saying a word. After all, it is a physiological reaction that all warriors must face and adapt to. After about half an hour, Su Linger's nausea subsides, her eyes brimming with tears as she looks at Su Yu. She wants to speak but opens her mouth without a sound. Originally, Su Linger wanted to say that this was too cruel, but then she thinks of what Zhang Wenbin had done to them and realizes it is only fitting. They then walk into the room and slowly sit down on the stools. Seeing that Su Linger has recovered, Su Yu takes out the spirit-attracting fruit from his storage ring. "Sister, look what I have." Su Linger looks up, her eyes lighting up in surprise. "A spirit-attracting fruit? Brother, how did you get such a precious item?" Hearing this, a smile appears on Su Yu's face. Indeed, the spirit-attracting fruit is extremely valuable. One fruit is worth 100 taels of silver, far beyond what Su can afford. I found it in the 10,000 Beast Mountain today. Hearing this, Su Ling'er finally manages a smile, but it quickly fades. Brother, I don't think I should eat it. Given my constitution, even if I eat it, I might not be able to sense the spirit energy. Why don't we sell the spirit-attracting fruit? That way, we won't have to worry about food and drink for the next few years and can live a stable life. Most warriors complete the 3-stage refinement of skin, sinew, and bone before the age of 10, then sense the spirit energy of heaven and earth at 10 to become warriors. Some may sense it at 11. Su Ling'er is now 12 and has still not sensed the spirit energy, causing her deep concern about her constitution. Su looks at his innocent sister with a tender heart. She is a foolish girl. From the moment they were expelled by the Zhang family, their life was destined to be unstable. Now that I have regained my spirit energy, we don't have to worry about our future. Quick, eat the spirit-attracting fruit. Once you become a warrior, we can fight side by side. Hearing this, Su Ling'er clenches her small fists and pouts, her voice firm. Okay, I'll eat it. I want to fight alongside my brother and kill our enemies. Su smiles warmly and pats Su Ling'er's head. That's the spirit. Then, Su Ling'er takes the spirit-attracting fruit and swallows it whole, smacking her lips to savor the taste. In the next moment, the surrounding spirit energy suddenly changes, converging into Su Ling'er's dantian. Su Ling'er's eyes are tightly closed as she feels the spirit energy flow through her body, a sense of indescribable comfort spreading throughout. Su Yu's face lights up with joy, realizing that the tiger's tail was not in vain. However, just as Su Yu is rejoicing, the spirit energy in Su Ling'er's body suddenly disappears, as if evaporating, leaving no trace. For a moment, Su Yu's brows furrowed, his eyes revealing a look of doubt. How could this be? Su Ling'er also opened her eyes at this moment, feeling the complete absence of spiritual energy within her body, and her face showed a worried expression. Brother, it seems I really am a waste. Even the spirit-inducing fruit could not help me reach the martial artist realm. What a useless burden. Su Yu had not expected this to happen. After all, he had never heard of the spirit-inducing fruit failing to induce spiritual energy. Seeing Su Ling'er's devastated look, he quickly consoled her. Who said that? I think my sister's constitution must be extraordinary, and when it does work, it will be astonishing. For now, your constitution just hasn't been activated yet. Once it is activated, you will soar to new heights. In the future, I might even need your protection. Su Ling'er was just a 12-year-old child. After hearing these words, the worry on her face eased somewhat, but she still remained silent. Seeing that his words had some effect, Su Yu continued. Let's agree now, when you become strong in the future, you can't bully your brother, okay? I won't. Hearing this, Su Ling'er immediately broke into speech, her face no longer showing any worry, but instead a determined expression. If I become strong in the future, I will definitely protect you, brother. I won't let you suffer even the slightest harm. Upon hearing this, Su Yu's face also showed a smile, and he feigned gratitude. Then I'll thank you in advance, sister. With these words, Su Ling'er's face finally showed a faint smile. That night, neither of them ate dinner, and Su Ling'er went to bed early. Su Yu, however, sat cross-legged on his bed, his mind filled with doubts. Why did his sister fail to induce spiritual energy, Could it really be because of her poor constitution? It shouldn't be. Although his sister was a girl, she had completed the skin, tendon, and bone tempering before the age of 9. Now at 12, even with a 3-year gap, a poor constitution should still be able to sense the spiritual energy of heaven and earth and enter the key condensation realm with the help of the spirit-inducing fruit. But Su Linger's constitution could not retain spiritual energy. What was going on? Su Yu was puzzled and determined in his heart. Even if you can't become a martial artist, I will protect you and not let you suffer in the slightest. The night passed without a word. The next morning, Su Yu left Kanglan City early and plunged into the 10,000 Beast Mountains to hunt beasts. With the arrival of Kixio sect just 2 days away, he needed to seize every moment to hunt beasts and improve his strength. He also needed to quickly master the 2 martial techniques, or it would become a significant disadvantage. The 10,000 Beast Mountains were densely covered with towering trees, their branches lush and green. Su Yu's figure darted between the ancient trees, his spiritual energy circulating to his legs, attempting the swift shadow step for rapid movement. For now, Su Yu was not in a hurry to find beasts to hunt. Practicing martial techniques was the top priority. If he encountered a beast during practice, he would strike and then use the jade bead to absorb its energy. In the morning, Su Yu only encountered 2 beasts, one a low-level first-stage beast and the other a mid-level first-stage beast. Their combat power was weak, and Su Yu easily killed them. In the afternoon, Su Yu continued to roam the fringes of the 10,000 Beast Mountains, training the swift shadow step. Roar! A roar from a beast echoed through the mountains, causing the leaves to tremble and fall. Su Yu's figure stopped for a moment, pondered for a bit, and then decided to investigate. Many powerful martial artists only take the beast cores after hunting beasts, leaving the corpses behind. Su Yu needed to absorb a large amount of beast blood to enhance his realm. Judging from the authority in that roar, the beast was at least a late-stage first-level beast. If he could find the corpse of a late-stage first-level beast, it would be a significant step toward advancing. His figure quickly darted through the forest and soon arrived at the site of the battle. He saw a giant gorilla swinging its long arms wildly, its skin and muscles as tough as armor. The gorilla, a late-stage first-level beast, had rough and thick skin, which ordinary swords and knives could not penetrate, and immense strength, capable of breaking large rocks with a single punch. Ordinary key condensation realm martial artists dared not face it. Opposite the gorilla, 2 figures wielded swords and knives, constantly flashing and attacking. They worked in perfect harmony. Whoever the gorilla targeted would retreat to defend, while the other attacked fiercely. Judging by the aura they emitted, both were at the 9th rank of the key condensation realm, fighting together against the gorilla. Su Yu's eyes narrowed, carefully observing the 2 figures. The first genius of the Zhang family, Zhang Xiaoyuan. The other was the first genius of the Wang family, Wang Fenglan. The Wang family, another major clan in Kanglan City, occupied the other half of the city.